Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming, and we're back with another LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7 video. This one happens to be level 21, Burning Bridges, free play. True wizard requirements, right around that 50k. We're also going to get some character tokens. We're going to turn that frown upside down. Of course, we're going to get all 4 of those house crest pieces to make that beautiful house crest. So here we are in the leaky cauldron. We are looking like we're having some trouble with our glasses there. So we're going to make our way over to this magic glowing carpet. And we're going to step right up to the Burning Bridges level, which happens to be down in the bottom right corner, but in the upper right corner, if that makes any sense. We're going to choose free play, of course, and then we're going to go ahead and select Remus Lupin as our strong character because, well, we didn't purchase another one. We've unlocked a few along the way, but we're keeping it simple and cheap, and Remus Lupin was both of those. So, all right, we are off and running. It's going to be just a minute or so before we get to the first collectible, so feel free to use those quick links down below in the video description. That's what they're there for. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start off by using Leviosa to pull the old dangler there, and actually drop some bricks down, and we're gonna go ahead and match those up with the painting on the wall, which gives us some more bricks, which we then can build into a Quibbler dispenser. And yeah, we'll go ahead and use our 3D goggles from this dispenser. And we'll get our Spectre spec on over here with, well, some buildable bricks that actually turn out to be a hammer and chisel. So stop, it's hammer time. And we're gonna go ahead and skip that for just a hot second and use our character with dark magic, which happens to be Grindelwald. Now, of course, you may use a number of other characters that do have dark magic, and depending on how far along you are and which characters you have purchased as well as unlocked, you may have someone else you prefer using. But rip off the top of this fish tank over here. We're gonna fill it up with our Aquamenti, and look at that, we get the green or Slytherin house crest piece, and we are officially off and running. Now, take note of that deluminator lamp right there, because we are going to need it in a second. And yeah, watch me struggle with this hammer and chisel here, as I could not get the hammer over to smack the old chisel, but I get it, and it's pretty simple after this. 3 smackaroonies gets rid of the blockage, and we can go ahead and, oh, nope, psych, we gotta use Reducto. Now we get rid of the blockage, and there's a whole bunch of other shrapnel here. We're gonna go ahead and remove all that and collect a bunch of studdage, and guess what? We also got that true wizard status, so oh, yeah. Now, switch on over to Ron. Any version with the deluminator lamp will work. And we'll go ahead and light things up and make our way down to the next deluminator lamp, which happens to be right before the stairway here. Now, once you get that light activated, it's going to actually queue 2 watering spots. And it's kind of like the carnival or the fair every year that comes. You got to fill up those water balloons first. And oh, it looks like we won because we got ourselves a yellow or Hufflepuff crest piece. Now, you can go ahead and mess with all this stuff right here on the stairs, but truth be told, you have a strong character, and that's all that we really need right now. And we're going to go ahead and switch to Remus and rip on this strong handle over here. Now, feel free to use those quick links down below in the video description, as they are there for your using pleasure. One of my most favorite parts of this game is about to happen here. We actually created this weird, like, almost Jetsons-like sweeper. I don't know why it reminds me of the Jetsons, but it totally does. And it's going to clean up all this nonsense for us, and then it's going to go big bada boom and give us a bunch of studs. But this is the part. Watch this. I love this right here. This dude pops and locks for me. And oh, right. Let's check it out. Oh, man. He's got moves like Jagger. That's right. He's a much better dancer than I am. I can tell you right now. I know I made some comments a while back about doing the collector dance in Marvel Avengers, and I don't think I'd be up for it. I think I'd do a terrible job. And I gotta say, that skeleton dance, that would be pretty funny. Maybe I should try to get Reese to do it. It would be ridiculous if I did it. A grown man trying to dance. No. All right, hey, before moving along, you put out this fire here, and I kind of got sidetracked there. And I don't want you to run through that hallway and talk to that ghost at the end, because that'll actually cue you. I guess it's the gray lady. It'll cue you to the next scene. We want to make sure we zap that wizard and grab the character token first. Now, we have removed all cutscenes, and of course, it is sped up ever so slightly, if you haven't figured that out yet. And once we drop down onto the bridge here, we're going to use Ron and his deluminator lamp yet again. Got to walk down that little pathway and then back up and around. It's kind of hard to see. It's a funny angle for sure, but once you hook up that light, it's going to drop the Weasley box. And because we're already Ron, we can go ahead and hop right in and grab ourselves some little sticky shoes here. And we can make our way up and grab that Seamus Finnigan character token at the top there. And now we can go ahead and address this little miniature fire over here, as well as this box. Like, what's in the box? Well, okay, I guess we're gonna go ahead and plan ahead here. I forgot about this. There are 3 little watering spots that need to be filled in order to get the 3 flower petals that we're gonna go ahead and bounce across here in a minute. But first, make your way back up. Grab, actually smash and grab the dynamite and place it where the blue arrow indicates. Now, let's see if we get extra hops. Oh, money, it's gotta be the shoes. That was some serious hops right there. And all right, next up, we've got some Loomis in need down here. And of course, Ron's not gonna be able to meet those needs because he's got the Deluminator lamp and we are fresh out of Delumination. I don't even know if that's a real word, but I'm gonna make it one, so there. Now, once you get rid of those devil's snares, or tentacly-like things, as I like to call them, go ahead and take that piece of dynamite back up the stairs right behind you there and drop it in its place. Now, we're going to go ahead and use Leviosa to lift up one piece and to move and place a second piece to get all the way to this far corner and then zap that spider web. I'm so far behind all of a sudden. And yeah, we'll go ahead and put that next piece of dynamite in place. All right, back across here and up top, we're going to put out these little mini fires. And, oh, we got ourselves, oh, that's right, we got a little torch, and now check that out. We've got ourselves a little swinging, oh, look at that, our AI character didn't make it. But as it turns out, we are safe and sound, and we are going to build some ground. Well, maybe, eventually. Go ahead and use Leviosa to build up this stairway over here, but don't use it yet. We're actually going to pay attention to this red wall on the back and carve out with Defendo. So, yeah, it's a fly, if you haven't figured that out. And we're going to get a bunch of bricks that we can build into said fly. And that fly is going to be a giant distraction for a spider. And the spider's going to shoot its web at it. Watch this. That's right. Here comes another one. Oh, swing, bada, bada, swing, and 2 strikes, and you're out. I don't know what happens here. It looks like the spider drops down and then jumps back up and gets the fly, but then it looks like the fly totally just, like, rolls out with the spider. Like, that's right, you my dinner, fool. And anyhow, we're going to use the spider web down there to go ahead and bounce up and, of course, zap the box and grab the dynamite and put it in place. And, all right, this last piece, do not go and dig up this last piece yet. We're gonna go right on by it and up the stairs all the way to the top, and we're actually gonna need a character with dark magic. Look, it's twins, Basil. We've got 2 guys out that are the same, and they both do the same. And look at that. We're gonna go ahead and fill up this watering spot right after that, and we try to make it up top before the cinematic scene kicks in. But look at that. We actually have looks like a Venus flytrap that has been released, and he has turned that frown upside down. And look at that pile of studdage. That is worth grabbing, I will say, if I do say so myself. He's going to dance around and be all super happy and whatnot. Wouldn't you be? I mean, if I was trapped by one of them things and I was freed, I'd be happy and running for my life as well. But, all right, next up, we got to go ahead and dig up this last piece of dynamite. And we'll grab it, and we'll bring it right on back to the last part of the bridge there. And we'll slap it on down. Ready? And off and away. High five. I had to leave that in there. That's just too good not to leave in. So, all right, here we are, and we're in front of the door of Chamber of Secrets, I believe it's called. We're going to need some dark magic to remove these 2 coverings. One of them actually has a pink base plate, which we more commonly refer to as a bag of tricks pad. And the other one has a spot for digging. So, works out that Hermione can complete both necessities here. We need somebody to dig, and we need somebody to get in the bag. So, as you saw, we dug up a green gem, and now we've got this weird, like, statue. We're going to go ahead and grab that gem, and look at that. It goes right in there. So, chomp on down there, green statue. I guess chomp on up. And we'll go ahead and grab the Neville Cardigan character token. And before moving on, let's go over to the far right side over here. There are 3 little fishies. We got to throw them back in the pond. We don't want them to drown. That's right. We don't want them to drown in air. Because, you know, fishes can do that. They need water, even though they get oxygen. I've always kind of been confused about that. They need water, but they need oxygen. Anyhow, all right, so next collectible can be found by using the old quick links. We're going to pay attention to these bouncing bones here in a minute because they are part of one of the next collectibles. However, I wasn't ready for that yet. I want to get them kind of in a nice, smooth, swooping motion without a whole bunch of stuff in between if I don't have to. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of the story-related stuff and get that door open so we can retreat out of here after we grab or build them, bones them, bounce and bones. And all right, so we've used Leviosa to go ahead and, I guess, unpaint It's kind of weird because it like gave us a paintbrush, but I like cleaned off and revealed. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. But we get up top regardless of what it is or what it looked like, and there's a Weasley box that we use, and of course we miss. Strike one for us, so hopefully we get it on second try. If not, third time's usually the charm, but luckily for us, I already know. We make it right now. So it takes a couple of weird, awkward jumps, but I get across, and once I get over here, look at that. There is a deluminator lamp. So we'll go ahead and tap my little lamp and steal that light bulb, and I'm going to bring it back on over to the right-hand side. So, boy, my editor's being a little jumpy right now with the preview. Hopefully the final rendering is much smoother for you guys, but if not, I apologize for the jumpiness. I don't know what would be going on, but all right, we've officially transplanted the light, and it has dropped a bunch of pieces that we can put together. Look at that. It's a parcel tongue puzzle. So we'll go ahead and knock this out real quick. Psych! We're actually going to go get the first skeleton because, yeah, I wasn't sure if we had to walk through the door or if once we opened it, it just zapped us out of here. So just to be safe, I went ahead and look at that. And you've probably already made this guy dance anyway, and that's fine with me. It doesn't matter when you do it. I just want it to look smooth and want these quick links to actually be quick instead of like 8 minutes, because it took me 8 minutes to get all 3 of them. And when it could have taken me 2, which that's the goal here, or less. Anyhow, yeah, buddy, we're gonna go ahead and listen and hack this parcel tongue puzzle. Look at that, it opens up the Z door. That's a weird way to unlock it, but hey, the snake moves around. We hop inside, and right away we notice that there is a skeleton hiding in this spider web. So we're gonna zap it, and we're gonna build it, and that's gonna be 2 of 3, as you can tell down below. Now, there is a quick link for the third one, so I know I was flapping about trying to keep them all nice and flowing, but you can use those quick links to bounce to the third one if you like, except for, it's right here. Yeah, so it's not really a quick link. It's kind of the same as just watching. Now, you do have to use a key character, and you do have to grab some 3D goggles, and you do need to zap this box in the back, and then you can actually build what's in it with these 3D goggles. Ready? Ready? I promise. I promise. I think that's what's going on. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe I'm totally baffled. Maybe we need those goggles in a minute? I don't know. We need the bag of tricks pad, so we're going to have to switch on over to Hermione. And yes. Oh, that's right. We got a driller. That's right beyond the driller. I remember now. And once we get beyond, let's see here. What do we got? What you got? What you got? Oh, we got a digging spot. That's right. This is actually going to be the 3rd place for them bones. So we'll go ahead and switch on over to Crookshanks. And what you got? What you find? Oh, some bones. I guess we should have used the dog. That would have been more appropriate, a dog digging up a bone. But, oh, to the yeah, we have got the old red or, nope, psych, the old Gryffindor. I almost called the Slytherin house crest piece. Ah, see, I told you I didn't want to call them by their names. I knew I'd eventually mess it up. Yeah, so there is some dark magic. I guess it's Leviosa maybe. But hey, there's those glowy bits. You can see the Spectre Spec spot is right behind where Mrs. Cole is standing, but I'm totally ignoring that right now. I went ahead and used Leviosa to rip open that big old long, I guess it's a basilisk statue, open, and I think I've grabbed, oh no, I'm about to grab his teeth. That's right. Little trip to the dentist right quick. And all right, well, don't mind us. We're just going to grab this guy. Thank you very much. And all right, so we got a frog there. That's riveting sweet. Oh, speaking of sweet, that's the end of the level. So, who to the who. House crest pieces for me and you. Look at that. We also got the Great Lady character token. And what's, oh, Seamus. Can't forget about old Seamus Finnigan. And Neville. And he looks ever so dapper in his cardigan, especially since that's the edition we got, is the Cardigan edition. We also got all of the studs required and plenty more for that true wizard requirement. And look at that, we're almost to 11 milski, and I'm going to spend it wisely as soon as we get done with this free play on some red bricks. I don't know how I'm going to work this out. I normally try to start in one specific spot and then work my way clockwise around, but it's going to be tricky because I'm going to want to get those red bricks sooner than later so I can get to that 1 billion stud mark for that trophy achievement called, what is it, Nuts, Studs and Vaults, I think is what it's called. Anyhow, oh, you see what we have made it to. This is the arrival screen, the arrival of the ending, and that's going to wrap it up for LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7, level 21, Burning Bridges free play. Play. Hopefully you guys found this video entertaining and helpful. And hey, if you guys have any questions, requests, or anything like that, or maybe you just want to get involved with some other Happy Thumbs gamers, head on over to any of our social pages, which are now shown on the screen. And also, we have provided links down below in the video description. And I know at some point, we will probably update this screen to actually have all of our social stuff, but I gotta be honest, there's just a lot going on in real life and in HTG life that I just haven't had time to do it. So I know, excuses, Brian. There's just not enough hours in the day is what it really comes to. If there was 100 hours in every day and we only needed to sleep like 20 of those, I might be able to get caught up and do everything that I'd like to do, but might. That's not a guarantee. Anyhow, as for me, that's going to do it for now. I'm going to go ahead and keep on keeping on and bust out as many of these as I can and get these done, assuming that they're not already on the web for you. So, to the yeah. As always, until next time. That's all, folks. See ya.